Asante sana Bwana County Commissioner. Deputy County Secretary Mandera County, CCs, my sister Sumaya na ndugu Barre, our chief officers from Mandera County present and other members of the county staffs, my team from the ministry who are here for this purpose, our security team led by our Ebo County Commissioner, Mr. Mariba, and our friend from Kenya Law Reforms, Mr. Thuranira, na creators wenzangu, assalamu alaikum. Kwa wale hawanifahamu, mimi naitwa Ismail Maalim Mahdi, wengine wanaita Madei, pia hiyo ni sawa. Mimi ndiye Principal Secretary State Department for Youth Affairs and the Creative Economy in the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sport. I must say, kwanza kabla sijaanza yale remarks ningependa kusema, mpokee salamu kutoka waziri yangu. Pia naye alitaka kuwa na sisi hapa kwa siku ya leo, lakini kwa sababu ya shughuli mbalimbali ya kikazi hangeweza kuungana na sisi hapa kwa siku ya leo, na amenituma na salamu zake. Mumepokea salamu ya waziri Honorable Ababu na Mwamba? Asanteni sana. I'm very happy this afternoon to be with you here to deliberate on this very important and critical bill and policy that we call Creative Industries Bill 2023 and Creative Economy Policy. The government of His Excellency William Samoei Ruto is very deliberate, intentional, and structured on how to get creative economy to the next level so that it becomes important in our economy and contribute immensely to the country's GDP. That you will see in his manifesto, which during the campaign it was called the plan. That plan is no longer a plan. It's now a government economic policy called Bottom-up Economic Transformation Agenda that now guides the country on its economic priorities. In that plan was built on 5 pillars. One of the pillars is the digital superhighway and the creative economy. That shows how important this topic is to His Excellency the President and his administration, that even one of the pillars around which he built his campaigns and plans was the creative economy, which we are here to discuss with you today in Mandera. He's also deliberate about it because when he became the president, he reorganized his government. Governments are normally reorganized through what we call executive order. In his executive order number 2, he reorganized his government and curated out the creative economy as a very strong and efficient department in one of his ministries, Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy, and Sport. That will tell you how important this topic is. Guided by that, His Excellency tasked our ministry, my minister and myself, to undertake the process of establishing this aspect of our economy, which is very important to his administration, and anchor it in law. That is why we are coming up with this legal framework to regularize it. If you will agree with me, this industry is not very well coordinated. It's a bit disorganized countrywide, not only in Mandera. And is with that view, now we have been directed to make sure we have this framework and to develop it as an important economic aspect in our greater GDP. Creative economy, as I said, it's a very important aspect that if we get it right, can transform our lives. Our ministry, through the leadership of our CS, has tried to develop a pipeline or conveyor belt to transform talent from its very point of identification, nurture and develop it to the point where those talents are monetized. The entire school ecosystem is now linked to the creative economy aspect of our ministry in terms of creative, arts and culture aspects of that ecosystem. And on a sporting ecosystem, it's anchored on the sporting department in our ministry. Having said that, it's not that we run the activities of the Ministry of Education, but our mantra in this government is whole of government approach, where we get rid of the elements of one person in that small corner doing their things, others in another small corner doing another thing. We are approaching issues affecting our people as one government. So it is called whole of government approach. Guided by that, the school drama festival that was conducted last year was fully funded by our ministry. It was a school program, but because it is an important issue for us as a ministry, it was funded by this ministry. The school film festival was equally funded by this ministry, and the school ball games were also financed and fully funded by the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sport. That will help us. We know we recognize the school as a source of talent. And our role as a ministry is to identify that talent and provide a pipeline through which this talent is developed until it becomes an enterprise. That is what we intend to do, and that is anchored in this framework that we are subjecting to your views. So my plea to you is, give your input, don't be left out. Now that it has been brought to you, give your input, share what you think is important to you as the people of Mandera and this region, so that the people putting together this information can capture also your views. It's very important.